Hi everyone! Welcome back to English Holiday. I'm Amanda.
And I'm James. Thanks so much for tuning in again, returning listeners. We really appreciate your support.
And if you're new to our podcast, welcome! English Holiday is all about helping you learn English in a casual, easy, and fun way through natural conversation. We want learning English to feel like a vacation rather than be stressful.
That's right. We're not your typical boring English lesson. We prefer to have fun discussions about interesting topics, just like you talk when you're with your friends. We focus on natural vocabulary and relatable expressions that you'll want to know when you travel to any English-speaking country.
Before we dive in, if you're enjoying the podcast, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow and reach more English learners like yourself.
Absolutely. Today we're talking about something that's very close to many people's hearts, pets. We'll be sharing useful vocabulary and expressions for talking about our furry, feathered, and scaly friends.
Oh, I love this topic. And James, I noticed you said furry, feathered, and scaly friends. That's such a nice way to describe different types of pets, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So furry obviously refers to animals with fur, like cats and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Feathered for birds, and scaly for reptiles like lizards or snakes. It's a fun, affectionate way to talk about pets without just listing them all.
Right. So, James, do you have any pets currently?
I do. I have a golden retriever named Charlie. He's about 3 years old now, and honestly, he's the light of my life. Do you know that expression, the light of my life?
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, the light of my life means something or someone that brings you the most joy and happiness.
Exactly. Charlie definitely fits that description. What about you, Amanda? Are you a pet person?
Oh, I'm totally a pet person. I have 2 cats, Whiskers and Mittens. They're both rescue cats, which means I adopted them from an animal shelter.
That's wonderful. Rescue cats. That's such an important term for English learners to know.
Yes, definitely. When we say rescue animal or rescue pet, it means an animal that was saved from a bad situation and given a new home. And animal shelter is the place where these animals stay until someone adopts them.
Right. So what's your favorite thing about having cats?
Oh gosh, there's so much I love about them. I think my favorite thing is when they purr. You know that sound cats make when they're happy?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like this low, rumbling vibration, and it's so soothing. When one of them curls up on my lap and starts purring, it just melts my heart. There's another great expression, melts my heart, meaning something makes you feel very emotional and loving.
That's such a perfect way to describe it. Dogs have their own way of showing affection, too. Charlie is always wagging his tail when I come home.
Aw, wagging his tail. That's when dogs move their tail back and forth really fast when they're excited or happy, right?
Exactly. And he gets so excited that his whole body wiggles. I like to say he goes crazy with excitement. That's when someone or something becomes very animated and enthusiastic.
Aw, that's adorable. Does Charlie like to play fetch? That's a classic dog game.
He absolutely loves it. Fetch is when you throw something, like a ball or stick, and the dog runs to get it and brings it back to you.
Yeah.
Charlie could play fetch for hours if I let him. He's got boundless energy. That means unlimited energy.
That sounds exhausting for you. My cats are the complete opposite. They're more independent. Whiskers loves to chase laser pointers, though. Do you know what those are?
Oh yeah, those little red dots that cats go absolutely nuts for?
Exactly. Go nuts is another way to say go crazy. You point this small device and it creates a red dot of light on the wall or floor, and cats will chase it everywhere. It's hilarious to watch.
That's so funny. Speaking of playing with pets, have you ever had any other types of animals?
Actually, when I was a kid, I had a hamster named Peanut. Hamsters are such cute, tiny pets, but they're nocturnal, which means they're active at night.
Oh no, let me guess. It kept you up at night?
You got it. Peanut would run on his exercise wheel all night long. The sound would drive me up the wall. That's an expression meaning something really annoys or frustrates you.
Drive you up the wall. I love that expression. I had a similar experience with a pet bird when I was younger, a parakeet named Sunny.
Ooh, did it talk? Some birds can mimic human speech.
Sunny learned a few words, but mostly he just chirped constantly. Chirping is the sound birds make, those short, high-pitched sounds.
Right, like tweet, tweet. So, what do you think are the pros and cons of having pets? Pros and cons means the advantages and disadvantages.
Great question. The pros are obvious. Pets provide companionship, they're loyal, they can reduce stress.
Absolutely.
And they teach children responsibility. But the cons? Well, pets are a big commitment. You have to feed them, clean up after them, take them to the vet for checkups.
Yeah, and they can be expensive. Between pet food, toys, and vet bills, it really adds up. Adds up means the cost increases over time.
Exactly. And if you love to travel, having pets can tie you down, meaning it limits your freedom because you have to arrange pet care or find pet-friendly accommodations.
That's so true. Tie you down. Great expression for our listeners to remember. But honestly, despite all the challenges, I think most pet owners would say it's worth it. The unconditional love you get from a pet is pretty special.
Unconditional love. That's beautiful. It means love without any conditions or requirements. Your pet loves you no matter what.
Exactly. Well, I think we've covered a lot of great pet vocabulary today. Before we wrap up, let me quickly recap some of the key expressions we used.
Good idea. We talked about furry, feathered, and scaly friends, the light of my life, melts my heart, wagging his tail, goes nuts, and drives you up the wall.
And don't forget rescue pets, pros and cons, adds up, tie you down, and unconditional love. These are all really useful expressions for talking about pets and relationships in general.
Oh, and before we finish up, I wanted to share something really interesting. We actually got a message from one of our listeners, Sarah from Canada, and she shared a funny story about her pet that I thought you'd all enjoy.
Ooh, I love listener stories. What did Sarah tell us?
Well, she has a cat named Whiskers, just like you, Amanda. And apparently, this cat has learned how to open doors. Sarah came home one day to find that Whiskers had somehow gotten into every single room in the house and had made himself comfortable in each one.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious and impressive at the same time. Cats are so clever. They can be real escape artists. That means they're really good at getting out of places they're supposed to stay in, or in this case, getting into places they shouldn't be.
Right, escape artists. What a perfect way to describe some pets. And get this, Sarah said she found Whiskers sleeping in her laundry basket on top of all her clean clothes. The cat had basically claimed it as his new bed.
Oh no, I can totally relate to that. My Mittens does the same thing. Cats seem to have this magnetic attraction to clean laundry. I think they like the warmth and the soft texture. Plus, it probably smells like us, which is comforting to them.
That makes total sense. Speaking of pet behaviors, Charlie has some quirky habits too. Quirky means unusual or distinctive in an amusing way. For example, every morning when I'm getting ready for work, he brings me his favorite toy, a squeaky rubber chicken, and drops it right at my feet.
Aw, that's so sweet. It sounds like he's trying to cheer you up before you leave for the day. Dogs are so intuitive. They can sense our emotions and routines. Intuitive means they understand things instinctively, without being taught.
Exactly. And speaking of pet behavior, I think it's worth mentioning that training pets takes a lot of patience. Patience is the ability to wait calmly or deal with difficulties without getting frustrated. When I first got Charlie, house training him was quite a challenge.
Oh, house training. That's teaching a pet where it's appropriate to go to the bathroom, right? That's definitely one of the first things new pet owners have to tackle. Tackle here means to deal with or handle a difficult task or problem.
That's right. And consistency is key. Consistency means doing the same thing the same way every time. You have to establish a routine and stick to it. In the beginning, I had to take Charlie outside every couple of hours and always praise him when he did the right thing.
That's called positive reinforcement, rewarding good behavior to encourage it to happen again. It works much better than punishment. Even with cats, you can use positive reinforcement. When my cats use their scratching post instead of the furniture, I give them treats and lots of praise.
Absolutely. And one last thing that's really important for pet owners to remember is regular veterinary care. Veterinary care means medical treatment by a vet or veterinarian. That's an animal doctor. Regular checkups can catch health problems early and keep our pets healthy for years to come.
Great point, James. Prevention is always better than cure. Prevention is better than cure is a saying that means it's better to prevent problems from happening than to deal with them after they occur. And wow, we've covered so much ground today, from pet personalities to training to healthcare.
Absolutely. Well, folks, that's all we have time for today. Thanks so much for listening to English Holiday.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and learned some new ways to talk about pets in English. We hope to see you next episode.
And remember, we'd love to hear your suggestions for future topics. Leave us a comment or send us a message with ideas for what you'd like us to discuss next time.
Until next time, keep practicing your English and don't forget to give your pets some extra love from Amanda and James. Bye, everyone!
Bye.